Portraits of Childfree Wealth. 26 stories about how being child-free impacts your life, wealth, and finances by Jay Zigmont, PhD, CFP, read by the author. Portraits of Childfree Wealth. 26 stories about how being child-free impacts your life, wealth, and finances by Jay Zigmont, PhD, CFP. Copyright 2022 by Jay Zigmont, PhD, CFP, Live, Learn, Plan, and Childfree Wealth. All rights reserved. Acknowledgements. I need to give a special thanks to all who participated in this book. It is genuinely your book, and I am just a narrator. You shared your life story and the impact of being child-free on your life, wealth, and finances. You shared more than I could have ever expected, and to you, I cannot say thanks enough. Thanks to my editor, Ashley Reddy, and all my beta readers. And as always, thanks to my wife, who puts up with my craziness. Introduction. This book is a collection of 26 stories about child-free wealth, life, and finances. I call each of the stories a portrait as it is a snapshot of life, not intended to be all-inclusive. There is no way I could do anyone's life story justice and have it fit within this book. To that end, I have tried to focus on what is important to my interviewees and the impact that being child-free had on them. You will find extraordinary stories in this book that will inspire you and make you cry. Some portraits challenged my assumptions and provided support for my own choices. To create the stories, each person or couple met with me for an interview of about an hour via Zoom. For research nerds, you can find my research plan and interview tool in Appendix A. Everyone in this book volunteered to share their lives. I recruited volunteers primarily online through Facebook, Reddit, Instagram, and other sources. Additionally, many people who were interviewed recruited their friends to be part of the book. As a result, the portraits reflect a large range of ages, genders, sex, marital status, cultures, and more. After each interview, I transcribed what they said and did my best to create a portrait of their life. I intentionally tried to use direct quotes to allow each person to tell their story in their own words. In the audiobook, I will actually say quote in order to designate a quote from them versus the narration. What that means is you'll find a variety of voices in this book, and some may touch on tough topics or use what some consider inappropriate language. I intentionally chose not to censor anyone. This is your only trigger warning, as you may find quotes in here about real life, including death, sex, loss, and other difficult topics. I look at my work in this book as a narrator or guide, with each portrait having its own hero. My goal was to allow each portrait to tell its own story and to pick out teachable moments.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?